Laced up.
Let's go!
It's time for Banter with the boys.
Welcome back, Skull Nation football fans. We're back here for another week of Gridiron updates.
Hey, everyone.
And also here in studio is Jacob filling in.
Where's Smeltsy?
He's actually on the Gridiron currently.
That's what I thought. He's coaching up them high schoolers.
Yep, he's
Nice.
looking for a W tonight. So week 7 here, we got a bunch of games to talk about. So glad Jacob's filling in with us. So we'll get deep into some games here, and we'll come right back. We got Kevin behind the
Yo, Kev.
the old monitor back there. He waved since you can't see him at home or listen to on Spotify. So, but Kevin, let's fire it up and get to the week 6 recap. Welcome back. Here we go. Let's get back into football games. Last week, what'd you think of football week 6 there in the NFL there, Jacob?
Wild and crazy. And I think the phrase "any given Sunday" speaks volumes to how wild and crazy it was. I didn't do so well in last week's picks, and I don't think many others did.
I think I did okay on a few extra picks. I might have slid some W's in there when the other people weren't looking, but we'll get to that. I don't actually have. I think Coach Smelty has all the records go, but we'll just go by word of mouth of what you remember who you picked. So we'll start off week 1. We had the San Francisco 49ers versus the old Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah.
Great game. What else can we say about Baker Mayfield right now? Probably the leader.
Front runner for MVP.
So
Yeah.
What'd you think of this game and the Bucs performance on the 30-19 win?
I thought they did really good. Notes here: their defense, Bucs defense, continues to be solid.
Yes, they
stymied the run, held Christian McCaffrey.
Is it
Vita Vea.
Vita Vea? Sorry, it was all messed up on mine. Yeah, he looked like he controlled the line scrimmage most of the day, and which led to Mac Jones not being effective as he has in the past.
Yeah.
49ers piled up with injuries.
Yeah, and it got even worse.
Did get over worse. Middle linebacker Fred Warner, broken ankle, out for the year. So that's a tough loss of them, with also missing Bosa.
Yep.
So Purdy, Bosa, and Fred Warner, you're probably top pay money guys out for the 49ers. Still 4-2, still in the running.
Yep.
Buccaneers, hot right now.
Yeah, but that wide receiver core still continues to get banged up too.
A little banged up.
Mbeka Mbuka's got a hamstring injury now.
Yes.
So that loss, losing him, he's your front runner, I think, for Rookie of the Year, or Offensive Rookie of the Year. Losing him hurts, but Baker continuing to move the ball around and get into the hands of everybody else.
Yeah, Baker making plays. Kevin, if you want to throw up that clip of probably one of those MVP type of plays that most people will focus back at later on the year, if he continues to play this hot. Just making
tackles,
moves,
reaching out for that first down.
Yeah, I mean, just getting initially out of that sack right there, it was a elite level play right there, and then just finding a way to get the first down and continuing that drive. You can see the score right there is 20-19. So that's when the game is right and tight, making a play like that. So despite the major injuries on both sides, Buccaneers get the job done. Any last thoughts on the Buccaneers?
So Rashad White's doing pretty well. He's being good enough in the absence of Bucky Irving. 49ers uncharacteristically had a lot of penalties late in the game that really cost them. Notes here, offensive holding penalty, a false start on a 4th and 1, became a 4th and 5.
Typically, you don't see that from what we would consider a well-coached team over there in San Francisco.
So I think you're seeing like those injuries and that lack of experience stacking up there. So hopefully they can stay afloat. They've got some offensive weapons coming back soon with Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, things like that. So I think there's a lot to be hopeful about, but that defense has got a lot of question marks.
And McCaffrey still, he's played injury-free so far this year, and he's contributed for fantasy owners. He's been paying off nicely. He's on one of my teams in one of my leagues, so I've been pretty impressed with that so far, even with that 49ers really struggling a little bit this last week. 49ers, they need the guys back, and I think Tampa Bay's defense, and then also playing in that South Division, I still think that they're going to be the front runners there. That defense, I think, can carry them as much as where the 49ers defense is missing a lot of key pieces with already having 8 new starters on that defensive side. So good win by the Buccaneers. So we'll move on to the next game here, Kevin. We have the Detroit Lions going into Arrowhead against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oof.
What?
No, like if you're a Lions fan, oof.
Oh, that's a northern conversation right there. Oof. You scared me like I said the matchup wrong.
You didn't get any. What a strange game it was out of the gates. Mm-hmm. And the way that it ended too, just like absolutely like unexpected. And I missed the ending because they had the turnover on downs inside the 2 minutes. I'm like, okay, game's over. Yes. It's late. I'm going to go to bed, turn it off. And then I wake up in the morning. I'm like, there's a brawl at the end of the game or a fight that broke out. Like,
disagreements. If you guys didn't see that, Brian Branch after the game kind of came up and looked like he cold-cocked Juju Smith. So everyone on the internet saw that. But the interesting today, if Kevin want to pull up this video that I saw earlier, that this might have been the reason why. You can see circle the Branch there. And it looks like we got a little dive play. And then you can see Juju come in on the backside and blindside Brian Branch. So was that the reason why we had the conversation at the end of the game?
Probably, but that's no excuse to start throwing hands.
So he got suspended a game for it.
Yeah.
So he's paying that, like any scenario, it's not the first guy that does it. It's the second person that gets caught. And Branch obviously looked like he got caught now. Need to hide that a little bit better if you're trying to get a little more payback in a scenario. So Patrick Mahomes leading the Chiefs, another bounce back win. Detroit's defense really struggled to contain the Chiefs' passing game. Other than that late game ball, overall, it was an interesting game, but the Chiefs kind of looked like that Super Bowl contending team again. I think they're at about 500 right now, 3-3, if I remember right.
Yes, you are correct.
So, what did you think of the Chiefs' performance?
I thought the Chiefs' offense and defensive lines both showed up. They bullied the Lions. They did what the Lions usually do. They didn't really have Lions didn't have a lot of fight. They just kind of created decent holes for Pacheco to get through. I still am not a fan of the number of carries Mahomes has, 10 carries.
Yes.
I mean, he didn't lead the team in rushing for the game, which is good, but he's still the team leader, still leading the team in rushing yards over the course of the entire season now through 6 games. I don't like that, but the way that that offensive and defensive line both showed up against the Lions, just beating them at their own game, just bullying them and pushing them off the line, really impressed me a lot.
Yeah, KC's front four really controlled the line of scrimmage most of the game. Do you feel like when you watch Detroit Lions play on grass that they look a little slower?
I think a little bit, but not a whole lot.
So sometimes they just don't look as explosive, I feel like, and I don't know if that's just an excuse in my mind why after a loss why they don't look as dynamic and explosive as some weeks. But I also give it credit to Spags and that defense of having a game plan and controlling that line of scrimmage. and really giving Jared Goff, some issues.
Yeah.
That St. Brown had a key drop, I think, in the middle of that game.
That fourth down drop.
Then the tide of that game kind of switched after that. I remember after that.
To me, it kind of felt the Lions' opening drive, and they're down on the goal line, and they had the trick play where they send Goff in motion, and then Montgomery throws it to Goff. The fact that it was even caught and ruled a touchdown was pretty crazy because he bobbled it. If Amon-Ra and his defender weren't there, I think Goff wouldn't have caught it at all, period. But anyway, where I'm going with this is they got called for an illegal formation, but it took the crew way too long to
figure out the ruling of that play. Yeah, I kind of saw the ruling. Like, if the quarterback goes under center and then he moves, he's got to be stationary for a complete second. And then I saw an example of a play where Brady did it, but he never went under center. So he never really had to come to that full pause. And I saw the internet battle over that.
Yeah. The other really good example of that is Nick Foles in the Philly special in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
He never was under center.
Yep. So for you deep NFL rules readers, that's one I've never heard of.
Yeah,
before,
me either.
So.
And I thought it was crazy at the time. I'm like, wait, why are they calling this flag now, so long after the play was over? And they have the right to do that. So at least in that particular circumstance. So we learned something new this week.
But hey, it was a good game out of two probably playoff. Looks like contending teams. Lions next week. Oh, where's the old Detroit Lions at?
They got the Bucks.
The Bucks. We're going to be talking about that game, and the Chiefs are playing against.
Chiefs.
You think I'd have this?
I have them. They got the Raiders.
So we're not talking about that. So that looks like probably a win there from. So that'll get them over 500. So the Chiefs are kind of getting hot. This is the middle of October, a good time to start getting going. So.
And Rashid Rice is coming back.
Yeah, weapons coming back. And like we were talking last week, the difference of Worthy getting back, you see the explosive plays, which opened up Kelsey it helps Kelsey a ton when that field really gets expanded. And Patrick Mahomes' play style also extends and opens the field too. So
he just needs to stop running the ball so much and dropping your shoulder, Mahomes. Stop it.
You're like a real football player.
You're too valuable to your team. Don't get hurt. Don't be like Lamar.
So, yeah. Let's get her going on to the next game. We have the Circle the Wagons as our season falling apart Buffalo Bills versus coming off a bye week and looking hot Atlanta Falcons. 24-14 prime time last night.
Yeah.
Bijan, Drake London, Penix, explosive offensively. Falcons defense stacked. Allen 4 times, couple interceptions.
Yeah.
Falcons looked good last night against what we would have considered 2 weeks ago as probably the Super Bowl contender AFC Championship team.
Yep.
What was your feeling off that game?
We're seeing the hard work of the Falcons revamping their defense paying dividends now, which is good for them because it's been a mediocre.
Those 2 DNs that they drafted this last year really changed that defensive line for the Falcons.
Yeah, like you called it, like the 4 sacks, the 6 additional pressures, 2 forced fumbles on Josh Allen too, like just absolutely getting after him. And finally, it seems like we have this conversation every other week where it's like, how come they don't give the ball to Bijan more? Like when you give the ball to Bijan, good things happen. And because
sometimes easier said than done. The flow of the game dictates, and then people love to get pass happy, especially in the NFL.
Well, that's true. Bijan, 19 carries, 170 yards, and a touchdown. Drake London, 10 for 158, and then touchdown. He almost had a second one right at the end of the first half, but he got that foot out of bounds.
He won my fantasy week last week, so that a boy Drake. Much love from Banter, the boys, Gridiron updates.
Woo! And yes, like Josh Allen was just so pedestrian.
It's weird to see him pedestrian because there's times that you watch him in games and he looks like just full command. He looks like a kid out in the playground, no worries at all. Just goes through it and just slangs the ball. And then he gets games like this where nothing flows.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe that the Bills not having a true number one receiver is hurting them?
You stealing my notes again?
I
have a note here that says they are that I feel like they are missing a true number one.
It is. So I mean Coleman, he looks like a nice 2.
Yeah.
The slot guy Shakir. And then the 2 tight ends. One's hurt right now. Is it Kincaid went down?
Yeah.
James Cook is effective at times, but then he disappears in games too.
Yeah.
So it was still a good football game. In Atlanta, they came into Minnesota and controlled us pretty good. So they might be competing a little against the Bucs. So it'll be fun and interesting seeing them. No, Penix coming into his own a little bit. Second half, he didn't look great.
Right. I think Atlanta needs more weapons, and we'll probably get into that later on when we're talking about our Week 7 games.
They need a 2. They need a Coleman.
Yeah.
Yeah. McLeod. Is it McLeod?
I think,
yeah, he has a weird number, like number 34 as a receiver too, or something like that. Pitt's still quiet. I did see a redraft at the 2021 draft, and he still was like in the top 10, and the redraft which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Obviously Micah Parsons, would have been number 1, and then actually Trevor Lawrence was 2 out of that draft class. So interesting there. So. Yeah, it was a fun game. Both teams, are both on winning records now, so I think they'll be both fine. So
yeah, I think the Bills. Yeah, in the end, I think the Bills will be fine because their defense really got after Penix in the second half. Only held Atlanta to 3 points, so it allowed the Buffalo to come back. But if you've got Josh Allen being pedestrian and that Falcons defense being improved, you still have limited room for mistakes there.
Yeah, they were flying all over the ball. So, but all right, let's fire out. Oh, did we have a video for that one? Yeah, let's fire that video up.
Is it Bijan?
Oh, Bijan there.
Dun dun, Bijan Robinson.
He's in your top 3 as running backs in the NFL right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got to be.
I mean, I got him at 1. So does the Packer fan in the corner. I like it. I mean, I like Barkley. McCaffrey would probably still be just because his dynamic out of the backfield. We're talking 1A, 1B here.
And we continue to forget about Jonathan Taylor too.
True. I know he's just so cool. He plays in Indianapolis, and I don't think a lot of the media gives a lot of love to him. So.
I think you're top 5 running backs. He's just I could have any one of them, and I would be very much okay with that.
But do you feel like with Jonathan Taylor, ever since he had that contract dispute 2, 3, 4 years, everyone kind of fell out of love with him?
Yeah.
And he's never fully recovered about it, so nobody's oh, Jonathan Taylor.
And he was one of the first running backs to be hey, we should get paid more again. And then we had the running back resurgence last year, which I totally loved and was a huge fan.
Yeah, I love it. Running backs, it's fun to watch a team with a good running back and just dominate up and down the field. I mean, it's fun to watch, the greatest show on turf, pass all the time too. But I don't know, something about a real good running game gets it to it. And also on the other side, a defense where this looks like the offense, especially when the offense is a good offense, and the old Ravens defense with Ray Lewis, where they just completely shut him down. Really entertaining to watch. Baseball check. What we got a score for the get right now, Kevin? We got the Brewers and the Dodgers playing right now. So,
come on, Kev, get it to us.
2-1 Dodgers. What inning we got going on? Bottom 4th.
Boo, Dodgers, boo.
All right, with that note, we're moving on to the Sea Chickens, which Coach Schmelzy likes to say, up in Seattle versus the new and improved Jaguars out of Jacksonville. Sea Chickens getting the W, though.
Jaguars didn't look new and improved.
They did not. After coming off a few hot weeks, Mr. Sunshine had some struggles against that Seattle defense.
Some. Oh my gosh, it felt like he spent half the game on his back.
7 sacks.
17 quarterback pressures, I think is what I counted. Just holy smokes.
Look at this guy breaking down film, counting down pressures.
Yeah.
That's the dedication we got here at
42
Gridiron
pass attempts and 17 QB pressures on that. I'm not a mathematician, but that's like...
He's not a mathlete, he's an athlete.
That's right. I don't know. You're close to 33 and a third repeating percentage.
All right, you're way above my pay scale right now, but
anyway.
Speaking about numbers, Sam Darnold over 295 and 2 tutties. Yeah, the Seattle's defense just overwhelmed Trevor Lawrence most of the day. They couldn't get it going. I think they had 50 yards on the ground.
Yeah, their pass rushing balance just got it so out of whack. It was the 42 attempts, 20 rushing attempts, and the game was close the entire time. Why do you? Even if you're struggling with establishing a running game, trying to continue to at least run the ball and be like, hey, we're committed to this. As a Ravens fan, and I always talk about this, part of your identity, at least as a Ravens fan and the Ravens team, is running the ball.
Tell us,
and you can't get away from that, because as soon as you become one-dimensional, you start pinning their ears back and going after you, and what happens? You get sacked 7 times.
He does. I will give the great Jaguars defense some credit. I mean, they shut down Seattle's rushing game.
Yeah.
And kind of kept them close. Kevin, you want to throw out the clip of here? This was kind of that difference making play right here. You can see Sam Darnold hitting JSN on a long tutty. Boom. Puts him up there 13-3. And that was kind of the closest it really was most of the game. Yeah, Sam Darnold's is slanging the ball right now. That Seahawks team looks like they're going to contend. 49ers are still up there, with them in the division with their injuries. Mm-hmm. How long are they going to be able to hang with them? But Seattle's offense is looking good. They need to improve running the ball. They can't figure out if Walker or Charbonnet is going to be their feature back.
Yeah.
Neither of them really look like they want to take the job. But Seattle's defense is elite. They're playing good. Coach Smelty doesn't believe the 12th man's anymore.
I don't believe it either.
Oh, you don't either?
No, I think I'm on record.
You are.
That.
All right, Seattle fans, you're hearing it straight from the Gridiron Updates. Jacob over here. You guys are gone. Tell them what you think.
That's right. We're unretiring the 12th the 12 jersey. We're unretiring it.
Oh, I like it. So, Seahawks probably going to make the playoffs, I'm going to predict right now. I think they have the team right now. Sam's offense looks like he's good enough to get there, and he's continuing kind of what he was playing like last year.
Sam Darnold's long balls to JSN kind of remind me, and I think one thing Seahawks Nation will probably appreciate is it reminds me of like Russell Wilson to Tyler Lockett.
Ooh, that big moon ball.
Yeah.
It does. I guess on that play, it does kind of look like Lockett
I'm just
running that seam
route. It looks
route.
so familiar.
So, Jaguars taking the L on this one. That puts them at, what are they, 4-2 right now?
4-2, yes.
See, I look at it once and I hopefully remember it. So, Seahawks continue to outperform expectations. Mm-hmm. So, good start of the year for them. So, we'll move on to our last game of the recap. Cowboys and the Panthers in a thriller.
Holy cow.
Carolina with a walk-off field goal. Who saw that coming? Rico Dowell.
Revenge game.
Oh, he's been playing the last couple of weeks. He's playing, but 206 against his former team.
I know. Oh, man.
Your boy, Bryce Young, 3 tutties.
This is a really good game for Bryce Young.
It is.
There's right at towards the end of the game, the final drive that he had that allowed him to win the game. My notes here, this is 19-play drive, taking off 6 minutes.
That's how you win football games.
Absolutely. 4th and 4 at the Dallas 40. He gets that completion to Hunter Renfrow, too. Those are confidence boosters for Bryce, for that team, for Carolina, for Carolina fans, because they've been waiting for this development. Like
Ever since that benching last year, he's been a whole different quarterback.
So hopefully this continues to at least make him feel good, allow him to continue to just at least improve and become a better quarterback, be that number one that he was drafted to be.
Dak played decent.
Yeah.
Pickens looking real good.
It's going to be interesting to see what kind of drop off there is, if any, when
Lamb comes back.
Yeah, when Lamb comes back. I mean, it could be good for Lamb with the way that Pickens is playing, because I think a lot of the conversation was at the beginning of the season, everyone, you got to double CD and see what Pickens can do. And without
we're seeing what Pickens can do.
Yeah, we're seeing what Pickens can do without CD Lamb on the field.
Yep.
So so maybe they're gonna see, maybe Pickens is gonna see more doubles and CD is gonna have a lot more one-on-ones. So
Cowboys are going to be a tough out all year, especially with the firepower of Pickens and Lamb getting back. You know, you're thinking when you're playing the Cowboys that you're going to have to score in the mid to high 20s.
Yeah.
Because with that talent, they're going to score probably 20 a week.
Yep.
Bryce Young throwing those 3 touchdowns, one of them to his new star, Kevin. If you want to drop T-Mac coming, first-round draft pick out of Arizona, collecting his first of, did he have 2?
He had 2.
First of 2 today.
Boom. Open in the back.
Wide open. This is a back-and-forth game, most of the game. So the back I was talking, high 20s. Panthers, like you said, finished off that game with a long drive. Good win for them. That puts them at 500. When's the last time Carolina's been at 500? It's been a few years. If I remember, the Panther fan, they'll probably drop some stats. It was only 4 years ago and 3 months, but it happens that way sometimes. How are you feeling about the Cowboys the rest of the year?
I'm feeling okay. Just trying to really process it. The NFC East is becoming is really competitive right now.
Becoming better. The Giants scene, even without neighbors.
Yeah, because the Giants put into the Eagles was really
surprising.
Really surprising. If you didn't draft Scatterboo, or if he's a free agent, pick him up. He's probably gone at this point.
Or buy your kid his jersey. He seems like he'd be a good kid jersey.
Yeah, heck yeah. And the unfortunate memes about him too, where he's going to have the greatest 3-year run ever, and then he's going to just the way that he plays football is just like brings you back to like 90s, early
like
2000s.
The Mike Allstott.
Yeah,
the latest would be Peyton Hillis.
Yeah,
who made the Madden cover for 1 year and then sadly he got injury and kind of disappeared out of the league. Panthers, are they going to reach 500 this year?
I think it's possible.
Think so? I haven't fully looked at the rest of their schedule and seen it, but
yeah, I think it's very doable.
They're not easy out anymore, is what you're kind of feeling right now.
And Falcons, you don't know what you're going to get yet. I think Falcons is too Jekyll and Hyde.
Okay.
But you got Saints. Saints are just kind of a pushover right now.
And the Panthers destroyed the Falcons 2 weeks ago.
Right. So yeah.
Which is really interesting. So, yeah, surprising finish, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Job Panthers. Like to see the parity in the NFL.
Yeah.
And it's, each team getting an opportunity and changing it 3-3, maybe a whole new different Panthers down there. I still hate that roar in that stadium whenever they roar. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. But yeah, Rob's pet peeves coming out to a book near you. So, all right, I think that's going to finish up our game. What, week 6?
Week 6
recaps. We're getting almost halfway through the season here. So, thanks. Listen to all us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of it. YouTube.
Comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah, we're even on the X. We're even on the Facebook for you younger kids. We should probably do a TikTok. Maybe you could lead off with a TikTok dance. Do you know one?
No.
Yeah, I believe he's lying. So,
Can't you-
all right, we'll
can't
wrap
you
it
do
up.
the
We'll
gritty?
get out of here. We'll move on. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back with some more info coming up shortly.
Peace.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Tune in next time for more Banter with the Boys.